Welcome to Red Eye. I'm Greg Gutfeld. Herzheim was known in the 90s. Belinda Carlisle. Let's go to TV's Andy Levy for a pregame report. Andy, what's coming up on tonight's show?
Thanks, Greg. Our top story tonight. Thanks to the cool London weather, Olympic beach volleyball players may be forced to wear full bodysuits. Our all-star panel will discuss this utter travesty straight ahead. Plus, a Greek athlete becomes the first ever Olympian to be kicked off a team over a tweet. We'll set the over-under on how many more there'll be coming up. And finally, suing a school over a bad grade. The shocking story that I kind of wish I'd known was an option. Greg?
Thanks, Andy.
You bet. Hey, Greg?
Yeah.
The Go-Go is going to be in New York in October.
Who are they?
A little band that you used to be in, apparently.
Oh yeah, them. We don't talk much anymore.
Okay.
You know, my solo career was much better.
Nah, I don't think that's true.
They kept me down.
I don't think that's true either.
All right, you're not true. Go away. Let's start the show. Let's welcome our guest. Well, she's so cute that babies carry pictures of her in their wallets. Tiny, tiny baby wallets. I'm here tonight with AMAC columnist and author Jedediah Bila. And if hilarity were a roller coaster, I'd scream my head off while riding him. It's Jimmy McInnes, the father of Gavin, who writes for TalkingMag.com and StreetCarnage.com. Very angry man. His son's latest book is called How to Bleep in Public. And he's been banned from every petting zoo across the country. It's my repulsive sidekick, Bill Schultz. And he's so British, his stiff upper lip has a stiff upper lip. Sitting right next to me, Jonathan Hunt, chief correspondent for Studio B and the Fox Report on Fox News Channel. And you'd love to end his days by setting him ablaze. It's our New York Times correspondent. Good to see you again, bitch.
In the paper of record, Steve Erringer looks at the current political makeup of France, Paris, and asks the question, what exactly is a socialist? Bass? Yes, intern Porch. Sometimes me thinks that you is a socialist. Is that what you think there, Porch? Well, sometimes I think you chug Drano during your 4-hour lunch breaks. What's Drano? Me fight it with blueberry juice. Nami and my tummy. Okay, get him out of here.
Right.
Hello there, Mr. Hunt.
Okay.
He just seems happy to be here, Greg.
He does. He really does.
After such a wonderful discourse.
I know. Quite impressed. Okay. So is it still a sport minus the short? Well, volleyball on sand is going to be super bland at this year's Olympics, with London's dreary weather likely forcing the well-abbed athletes out of their bikinis and into full-body suits. Terrible. Says one Aussie player, quote, "We need it to keep our muscles warm. Like we care." Meanwhile, in other Olympic news, the London company has lashed out at American visitors flooding their city for the games with a bag that says, "I'm renting my flat to fat American families." Terrible. And yeah, London, you're fat too. Anyway, with the games about to start, Red Eye has sent a correspondent to London. So let's go live now to Mike Michaels in London. And I must warn viewers that there is a slight tape delay being London. So Mike, hello, what's the vibe out there?
Thanks, Greg. You can get a real great sense of the excitement here in London.
Thanks, Mike. Have you had a chance to talk to any of the athletes?
Thanks, Greg. This feels like such a massive event. It's all very exciting.
All right. Well, what stories are you working on?
Thanks, Greg. There are so many great Olympic stories to be told in the next few weeks.
Anything else we should know?
Bye.
That's it from London. Back to you, Greg.
Well, that was definitely worth the money we spent on that. We'll be checking in with Mike throughout the Olympics. All right. Jonathan, you hail from the Olympic city of London. Do you care now to apologize to America and to the American men in general for what you are doing to the volleyball players?
I think it's absolutely appalling. As somebody who grew up in London, doing yard work with my father, December or July, wearing nothing but matching leopard print Speedos. Dad told me it was perfectly normal. Everybody did it. I have no sympathy for them whatsoever. And really, do they honestly think we watch it for the sports value of beach volleyball? Come on.
I know.
Really?
I think they're marvelous athletes, but if they're beautiful, why not have both? It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup of athleticism and sexuality. Jimmy, thanks for replacing your son, Gavin, who I imagine.
Thanks for having me. It's an absolute honor, by the way. Absolute honor.
Yeah,
it really is. It's an absolute honor. Sorry. I don't speak It's an absolute honour. Sean Connery does it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to dumb it down.
Let me ask you, will this sport lose some of its integrity if the players cover up?
Yeah. If the players obey bloody Sharia law, it will lose some merit.
Yeah.
That's the problem with London, by the way. And even John Cleese agrees, it's not the same London anymore.
No.
The bloody Muslims have taken it over. You got Sharia law in every corner. And now the only good thing about the Olympics was the knickers with the and the throwing the ball, and now they're wearing a burkini.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
That is
How
the
are they
end.
listening? These people aren't even, they're tourists, right?
Yeah.
The athletes are tourists.
Yeah.
Why have they to obey Sharia law?
I don't know why they have to
It
obey.
doesn't make sense.
Sir, it
Wear
does-
your local tube top.
Thank you. I guess
I
Gavin.
understood one word in
I
that.
guess Gavin didn't fill him in on no swearing, but that's okay. Jedediah.
Yes.
A lot of cities try to change the weather. China's done it, Russia's done it. Why shouldn't England try to change the weather so players can compete unencumbered by extra clothing?
I don't know why they're not being more accommodating. Just
Yeah.
change the weather up. But honestly, guys, we have a whole panel full of guys here. Fitted long sleeve bodysuits show the contours. Is that not a little sexy still?
What are you talking about?
We need to see varicose
Shows
veins,
the booty.
birthmarks.
The boobies
a
get
bruise.
cold. You need to. You covering it up, but leaves a little bit to the imagination.
Nobody here knows what the word contour means. So please know your audience
The
before you
contour.
turn us on.
Nobody has an imagination either.
That is
Yes.
true. Mine's flabby. I need to see everything. Bill, you actually won several golds in the homeless volleyball, gold being a bottle of stale urine. Do you care to comment on this? Where do you fall?
The bottle was the ball.
Oh,
So we all won in that
good.
sense. This sport started in 1996 for one reason and one reason only. The ratings were going down in the Summer Olympics. And not coincidentally, in 1996, that happened to have been the peak of all things Baywatch. So they knew what they
Yes,
were doing.
exactly.
They knew what they were doing. They've now regressed for God only knows why. They've lost me as a viewer. Not that I've ever viewed before, but now I'm really not going to view.
Yeah.
That's not a crime, by the way.
Yeah.
A woman, like, why are you looking at this? You think I'm sexy just because I've got a perfect body and I've worked out €1 million a week?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me just because I'm perfect? Like, what's the matter with that?
I don't know what the matter is. I really.
That's like a panther going, why are you staring at me just because I'm so perfect with my wee black fur going on a tree and all that? Like, they've been developed thousands of years, being amazing. Can we not look at them?
I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Don't know.
Exactly like a Black
Logical.
Panther.
It's like a bird going, what are you looking at? A
Yeah.
giant wingspan.
All right, I want to talk a bit about the bag, Jonathan, this bag. Do Brits have a grudge against Americans?
Yes.
Really?
Next point.
Yeah.
Yes, they do, absolutely. And they really, are Brits really that slim? I mean, really, I would make any Brit who's carrying that